Look on the shoulder, moon cut low. Another dream stalled where the wild weeds grow. If silence had a pulse, I'd feel it here. Me and the wreck, and that ghost of a deer. Deer in the headlights, nowhere to swerve. Metal met bone, I lost my nerve. Stranded in the dark, while my engine died. Heard the silence louder than the cars. That passed me by. Don't tell me you care if you don't show up. Don't preach fire when your match burns up. I've seen the truth when the road ran dry. The last road sign said walk or die. Strangers' hands gave what friends would not. A sip of faith in a world forgot. The rest just watch from the neon screens while I rebuild hope from broken dreams. Maybe it all had to fall apart to prove who's real and who just talks smart. I'll take the hurt, I'll take the scars, but I'm done mistaking shadows for stars. Don't tell me you care if you don't show up. Don't preach fire when your match burns up. I've seen the truth when the road ran dry. The last road sign said walk or So here's to the end of what couldn't last, to the cause, the lies, and the weight of the past. I may be alone, but I'm finally free. No crowd left to drown out me.
Welcome. Y'all hit that like button. Leave a comment on the way in. I got a story for you. I got a good video for you to see. Y'all hit that like button. Leave a comment on the way in. All right. Let me make sure it's not playing again. Okay, good. Why does it seem like bullshit and fuckery tends to run in pairs and in triples? And I mean, just when things are starting to go bad, they take a nosedive. Here, just over the last week, I was doing a protest out in front of the Apothecary marijuana dispensary, because as you know, as I've just ranted and raved. They've had my medical marijuana card on file since September. Ultimately denied me my medication to help me with my PTSD attack back last Sunday. So all that goes on. All of a sudden, I'm having brake problems. I mean, like my brakes are going from bad to worse. Okay, and I don't want you to make to draw the comparison that I'm saying that the apothecary had anything to do with it. I don't, or I hope not. Then again, I mean, who knows? But metal on metal, grinding on the wheels, and then all of a sudden I noticed that the brake pad completely came off of the back right wheel and was floating inside of the rotor. That's causing a lot of the racket. I was headed to go and jack my vehicle up. My vehicle does not have a jack with it for whatever fucking reason. Okay? And, well, I got stood up actually by the person that I was supposed to go over and use their jack. Okay? And then my brake light comes on. And I lose pressure in the brake pedal. Start to lose pressure in the brake pedal. Yes, my brake line was indeed severed. I believe it was severed. More than likely, the most obvious thing, I believe, would be the brake pad that was, cutting rotations over and over and over. But you never know. Heard stories of plenty of people that there have been all kinds of crazy retaliation in order to ultimately deal the crushing blow and silence them. So I pull over into a Circle K gas station on Johnson Street over in Lafayette. It's immediately clear that the store manager over here at this Circle K wanted me gone immediately. She was willing to go so far as to have me towed without really any kind of leeway. However, I did make sure to go in there several times, buy a drink, buy a donut. Okay? This is what happened this morning. Okay? And I just so happened to set my video camera up and recorded. I got everything, pretty much. It's except for the first initial visit by the law enforcement officer with Lafayette Police Department. I'll say this: I thought he did a great job. He was very professional. He said he knew exactly who I was, we the people, and I thought he was, I thought he was pretty. He was a good guy. He was straightforward. Watch what happened. I want you to be the judge of everything. Leave your comments. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. But I want to hear your feedback on this.
I'm back again.
Hey,
So I talked to the manager. She's saying she wants you gone.
what did I do?
She said that loitering on her property, but at the same time, I understand where she's coming from and I understand where you're coming from. I told her at the same thing. I cannot force you because I'm putting yourself in harm's way, right? And other motorists in harm's way. So therefore, she's saying she wants you to either call a tow truck or she's going to call a tow truck. So like I told her, I can't.
I'm not calling a tow truck, and she's not calling a tow truck because I'm not going to vacate my car. It's like all my stuff is in here. I can't believe that he's been a customer of her store, and I'm asking just for enough time for them to open up right there. They normally are supposed to give 24 hours, just like an emergency that I broke down right here.
And I understand.
And
like
no, I know it's not your. She's being a bitch. So like she needs to be reported to corporate.
She wants me to call a tow truck, and legally, this is private property. I have no jurisdiction to tow a vehicle off of private property unless a criminal offense has occurred. unfortunately, no criminal offense has occurred. I cannot tow you off this property. If that's her prerogative, that's on her.
Right. So if she called,
Justification.
right, if I'm in my car, it becomes a civil issue. They can't forcefully vacate me from the car to tow my, and they can't tow the car with me in it. So what would be the police's role in that if the tow truck did pull up? If she called the tow truck,
that if that comes.
well, I'm just saying, like legally, would there be a requirement for me to get out of the car, or if I stayed in here, if there's no crime committed?
We'll reach that if we come to it. But right now, I'm not going to press that issue because to me, you have done nothing wrong.
I appreciate it, man.
And
Yeah.
at the same time, you have a car issue. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, I'm not going to force you to get on the road and endanger yourself or any other motorist because...
Hey, that's exactly how to do your job. That's the proper way. I give you props on that, and I appreciate that.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Definitely.
So yeah, I let my supervisor know a little bit about what's going on here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you are, like I said, I see the Circle K cup there. I see your coffee.
I got the donut right here. Coffee.
Yep. So like I said, as under the state statute, you render business, so you're not trespassing. Like I said, it's a gray area, but at the same time,
Being an activist, I'm all about those gray areas. But
at the same time,
but I'm not trying to do anything nefarious either. It's like literally,
not at all. Like I said, when you were downtown the other night videotaping, you did your thing. You know what I mean?
I try to give everybody a fair shake. Honestly, like last night, I kind of had a little bit of a wild hair in my ass when I got downtown. Like I wanted to exercise the plain view doctrine and you know, just film inside of this.
You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? You know what you can do, and you know what you can't do. You know what I mean? At the same time, as long as I do my job the right way and how I was properly trained to do, that doesn't upset you, doesn't upset me, and we go on about our business. You
Absolutely.
Know what I mean? So,
I think we can learn from we can all learn something from each other. The Highway police chief actually wants me to come back there next month and do a training seminar with all the officers and kind of help, you know, bridge the gap. They can learn a few things from my perspective. I can learn a few things from their perspective. And
there's as long as you have an open mind and you're willing to learn, we can learn something from everybody.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But
I'm sure it was a little odd seeing this, but you know, hey, privacy is something that has to be created in public. And
whenever I first made contact, of course, my flashlight went into your car. I seen that you were in there. I seen your other hand. Seen that you didn't have anything in your lap.
Right. I working my stuff, and I don't like thinking that somebody's looking in here all the time. So I just like to put up.
As long as you don't have no weapons on you or anything like that. Whenever I walked up this way, I seen your hands, and all I seen was a laptop. So why should I be in fear?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the whole time in the whole encounter with you, my hand was never on my gun. You know what I mean? So at the same time,
a little bit of respect goes a long ways. Yeah, that's absolutely it. Yes, sir.
But like I said, I'm gonna get out of your hair, let you do your thing, and let my supervisor know the kind of situation that's going on.
Okay.
That way he's abreast of the situation. That way, if it does arise again, then we have some of what we need to do.
Awesome.
Alrighty?
Yes, sir.
You have a good one.
Hey, you too, brother.
Your food stamp, the channel. Your tan. No wet. Snack. No wet.
So right here, you notice right there beside my chin, the woman in the black jacket. That is the store manager for this Circle K. That is the one hell-bent on making sure I'm off of that lot. Now, think about the liability. If I was forced out, okay, and I drove out of there and I had no brakes because the brakes bled out. Had all the pressure was gone, and I crashed into somebody, and she was the one to orchestrate all this, to pushing me out of there.
Looks like it was fine to me. Get off my property.
Ma'am, I always go to Circle K's around the country, and I've been a customer. I've gone in there several times, and I've paid for stuff. Is this how
I know,
corporate would?
Yes, you cannot stay on our property.
Okay, I'm gonna call them because I'm telling you,
We do not allow people to sleep on our property.
I'm not
You go to
sleeping.
a
This
truck
is a
stop and
okay.
it's their property. You cannot do that here, sir.
I'm gonna call corporate.
You call
I'm
whoever
also
you need
going
to
to.
call.
I'm also going to say this. Okay. This is going to become a very, very public ordeal if you do that. If you do make that decision.
I run this place.
I understand that.
Therefore,
I'm a
if I'm
journalist,
telling you
and
you cannot sleep on my property,
I'm not.
that means you cannot sleep on my property.
My fucking brake line got cut.
You can get away with it.
Hey, if you can move, shit, you might want to. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not trying, you know what I'm saying? But my manager, she's looking for every way to get you to move.
I know.
Like, if you can't just roll across the street or something, I would, you know what I'm saying?
I'm also waiting on corporate. I called Circle K corporate. I visit Circle K's all around the country.
Yeah.
I'm a member, and see where it draws the line for me is it'd be one thing if I was just, you know, parked and you know, I've been a customer. I've gone in there several times to buy a drink, to buy a donut, coffee. Okay, so, you know, unlike other people, homeless people that come and chill out here in the parking lot, I'm in a fucked up situation and I've actually been a customer. And so I'm willing to push that envelope because I think out of an issue of morality, you know, right versus wrong. She's wrong on that, and I'm waiting on corporate to call me back. I've already put in a call on that. I said, y'all need to reel her in because that's what she's doing right there is wrong. You know, and it's going to create a PR nightmare, you know, for Circle K because I'm a journalist and an activist. You know, like, I mean, it's going to. I protested outside of the Apothecary weed dispensary because I'm a Marine Corps veteran, you know, that has documented PTSD. Been having to live in my car for the last week due to unfortunate circumstances. But I mean, if I was willing to do that outside of the apothecary just because they wanted to intentionally price gouge me out of getting some weed to treat a PTSD crisis that I was going through, then I mean, this to me is a lot more serious. This is like, you know, I legitimately, this is something out of my control. What if I rolled out of here and I didn't have brake and I ran into somebody? It would come right directly back on Circle K because she just kept pushing instead of letting me freaking find a shop. That's how they need to look at it, man. I'm in a crisis right now. I can't afford to pay a tow truck to come and tow it. So I'm trying to figure out a shop. I'm trying to figure out a means, and it's just making the situation a lot worse.
They say it never goes the good guys' way.
I know. I'm not trying to. Yeah, I know that there are people that come out here, homeless people, all that. I'm not that person. I'm not coming out here because I choose to sleep over here at the Circle K Park. I'm trying to do something about it. And what she's and how she's acting is unreasonable. You know, that's you know, and karma's got a way of coming back on those types of people. You know, that do that. You know, to really kick a man when he's down. You know, had brake line severed, and to think that karma won't come back on that. That's crazy. And see, the police have already come over here. He knows exactly who I am. Like, you know, like I run a news site, you know, and he told me, he said, you have committed absolutely no crimes. He said, I'm going to talk to the manager and let her know. I know that you've been a customer, you've been in there. I mean, like, it's the best thing is for her just to chill out, man, because it's not a criminal matter, it's a civil matter. You know, like, there's a certain amount of time that somebody's car breaks down that they have to move it, and it's like that in every state. So she can call a tow truck out here if she wants to, really that bad. And it's going to be an issue for Circle K. It's going to turn into a PR issue, and then I'm not getting out of my car. They're not towing my car with me in here, and it's a civil issue. It's not a criminal issue because you know, it's an actual emergency. So I mean, like, that's just, there's no sense in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just ain't no sense in it. I'm not trying to, I don't want any issue, but, you know?
No, trust me, I get it. I've been in this situation before, you know what I'm saying? I'd much rather deal with a reasonable person to understand my situation than somebody unreasonable.
Damn right. Hell yeah. Like, I've been trying to, like this shit sucks. And I'm trying to hold it together. And I feel like she's trying to damn rip me apart.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it'd be one, like I said, it'd be one thing if I wasn't going back in. Like, I want to go back in there and get another drink right now, but I know she's going to be super caring on me.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I just, like I said, I overheard him talking and shit, so I just thought I'd come and fucking talk to you. I mean, but if that's where you stand, that's where you stand. So
sometimes you gotta stand on principle, you know. Like I know that. I mean, I even asked the cop earlier. I was like, look, you know, from a legality standpoint, you know, because he even told me I was good. They called a tow truck. I don't get out of the tow truck, or I don't get out of my vehicle. I stay in here, okay? Y'all can't pull me out of the vehicle, you know? And he said, no, we'll discuss all that if we have to come back, you know? So.
Alright, it was good talking to you. Like I said, it got nothing to do with me. I don't even know if I work for Shift Smart. I just overheard the conversation, so.
Shift Smart, what's that?
It's like this app.
Oh, I heard about that. So InstaWork, I've tried to do InstaWork.
Shift Smart's the way to go. Like, they do like all the Circle K's and stuff. Like, I be making $100 a day.
Do they do background check?
They do, but they don't really look for shit. Cause my roommate, he worked at Home Depot, and he had let some people take some shit off the store, and he had like a felony theft charge for it, and they approved his background in 30 minutes.
Thing is, like, I've signed up for shifts with InstaWork, and last second they run a background check, and then they fucking turn me down. I'm on the list of work. I've been trying to do something to pull in some extra money to sustain.
Shift Smart definitely let you work. He got a felony vandalism charge too. He was getting turned away, putting in regular job applications all over the place, and they was turning him down because of that. And he did the Shift Smart shit, and in 30 minutes he came back and they told him he could work. So, same day.
How long does it take for them to pay off after doing a shift?
Instantly.
Really?
Yeah, you can cash out instantly for $1.99, or you can do the standard transfer. They say it takes 3 to 5 days, but it really only takes 2 hours.
Wow. So it can basically, like, I'm completely upside down right now.
And then you got a car, so like I make almost $100 a day on my bike. You know what I'm saying? So you got a car, so it'd be easy for you to do damn near 10 shifts a day.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, you ought to look on your app real quickly and see if there's a way that you can, if you get credit for a referral.
Yeah, there is.
And then send me a referral.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I hadn't been able to afford my fucking medication for PTSD, which is marijuana. All I want is some affordable weed. And I think I've set an account up before, but hopefully they'll let me set a new one up.
You got the Shift Smart? What's your number?
It's 385-350-3998. This is probably Circle K. Hello?
Matthew.
This is him. All right, how you doing?
I'm about to send it to you.
Well, I'm not doing all right.
I just got your email. I know I just got your email, and I want to call the person and apologize to my manager. The story that the employee portrayed to her, she was scared for her safety, and the manager reacted. I want to totally apologize for you for that, and I want to tell you that I'm truly sorry that happened to you and you experienced that.
Yes, sir. She's still in there right now because somebody just came out and told me, it was like, I don't know, you can nurse it across the street or whatever. And I was like, look, I've already talked to the cop out here. Sometimes you've got to stand on principle. Here's the thing. I am a customer. I always choose Circle K whenever I'm in my travels around the country. And the fact of the matter is, it would be one thing. I know that they've got an issue with homeless people camping out here, and I'm currently going through a pretty screwed up situation where for the past week or two, I've had to basically sleep in my car. But, and I'm a Marine Corps veteran, by the way, and that makes it even worse. But, the thing is, I have gone into that store 3 times to purchase things, to purchase drinks, to purchase donuts and coffee, and the fact that she's actually going to go to that extent, it's by far the most just, that is a dangerous manager. Or to try to force me out with a brake line cut. What if I was forced out by her and I had no brakes and I hit another person's vehicle because I felt like she left me no other option? Well, I'm glad that you were able to fix that because, like I said, I didn't want to have to. If she did that, like if it went that far, because the police have already been out here once, it would have turned into a big PR. I believe it would have turned into a big PR. I'm a journalist and an activist, and so when it's an issue like that, obviously, I just did a protest outside of a weed dispensary for the past 4 days because they intentionally added in all these extra hidden fees that they normally never do and thought it was funny that they price gouged me out of my medication when I was having a PTSD panic attack on last Sunday. So, yeah, I didn't want to have to do that. I like Circle K, but she was about to make it where I cut ties. So, I was about to go inside and go get a drink, and I figured she was probably going to have something to say to me when I went inside. Have you already talked to her yet?
Oh, I already talked to her. You won't have to put anything. I'll call her back. You can go in there and get your drink.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
All right. And you said your name was what? Hey, Michael. I do appreciate it. I was actually going to look on, because the employee that came out here was telling me about Shift Smart. I've got a lot of entrepreneurial background, but I have been in a pretty screwed up situation where even InstaWork, I've tried to sign up for shifts with InstaWork, and last minute they run a background check and then disqualify me, and it's like I'm not. It's something completely political. It was a framed charge for the sake of my child at the time that she was going through a crisis. I pled out at bad attorney advice, and it's just been it's literally destroyed my record, and I can't even find any work to even pull any money in.
You can go to get Shift Smart, like a third party, and they don't do background check.
They don't?
It's called Shift Smart.
Okay.
Google Shift Smart.
Yes, sir.
You can apply through that. And they don't do background check.
Because that's the guy who was out here telling me about was that, and they pay quick, so it can basically reverse a bad situation. I've gotten to be very resourceful to learn to live off of basically nothing to survive. But now I've got this issue with the car and all that. I've got to figure out a way to reverse the situation quick.
Right. Smart is going to fly and they can start working like the next day.
Awesome, brother. Hey, I appreciate you, man. You were great. Thank you, Michael. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Hey, some of you motherfuckers have got some fucking nerve to say some of the shit that you say. You're gonna say it to the wrong person and get your fucking head knocked off your shoulders, or somebody's gonna fucking blow your ass away. That's just, I mean, it's some of the stupid shit I see, like people getting on there and literally all this fucking hate. You know, y'all need to get right. That's ridiculous. How you gonna get on somebody's fucking live stream or get on their videos and literally stay on there the entire time just to, you want to say I ain't got nothing better to do? Shit. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. Tomorrow just so happens to be Fat Tuesday. Tomorrow is Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras in Louisiana spans the course of about, I think it's 3 weeks. I think it's about 3 weeks. I'm new to this, okay? And it ends tomorrow. I was wanting to go to New Orleans tomorrow, pick up the money that the jail has held for me, and to catch some New Orleans parades. That's obviously not going to be happening now. But even worse, there's not a soul that's open on Fat Tuesday in Louisiana. Everybody's closed. Even judges take off a whole big chunk of the month. Hey, let's freaking boom. It's time to get rid of some of these fucking trolls. Ban. I need my moderators. Don't. Hey, they get on there and they say the first cross thing. Zap. I don't give a shit. Their fucking voices don't mean shit on this channel. Mine hadn't meant shit to them. Still doesn't. Theirs doesn't mean shit to me. Fuck that. Here's where I'm going. I'm going out to the street right now with some signs. Alright? I guess I'll live stream it. I guess I will live stream it. I think I'm gonna actually restart it. Let's get a fresh feed going. All right. I'm gonna end this with one song. I can't remember if I uploaded it already or not. Yes, I did. Okay. Outro. Edit. Boom. Christy McCoy. This one's for you. Hey, I'm coming live here in just a few minutes. All right. Be on the lookout.
Christy McCoy playing games in disguise. Talking about justice, but you back in the lies. System on your side, but the people see through every bar that I drop. Got a spotlight on you. You was holding that title like a badge of pride. Victim's advocate name, but the truth got denied. Courtroom politics, strings get pulled. Meanwhile, real pain out here getting ignored. Funded by the feds, that's the stage you choose. But the ones who need hope, they the ones that lose. I'm calling out your name so the world can decide. Christy McCoy, no place left to hide. Christy McCoy playing games in disguise. Talking about justice, but you back in the lies. System on your side, but the people see through every ball that I drop. Got a spotlight on you. Christy McCoy playing games in disguise. Talking about justice, but you back in the lies. System on your side, but the people see through every ball that I drop. Got a spotlight on you. You step in the scene, but the story don't match. Say you fighting for the weak, but the record's attached. It's a cycle of control, yeah, the same old spin. Keep the power in your hands while the truth wears thin. This a name on the mic, I don't whisper or bend. Not a rumor or a game, this a message I send. You can follow on my page, try to clap back too. But the louder that you talk, the more it shows through. Christy McCoy playing games in disguise. Talking about justice, but you back in the lies. System on your side, but the people see through every ball that I drop. Got a spotlight on you. Christy McCoy playing games in disguise. Talking about justice, but you back in the lies. System on your side, but the people see through every ball that I drop. Got a spotlight on you. You a chapter in the book of a system corrupt, claiming titles and awards, but the work don't add up. I'm the voice of the ones that the courts left behind. Put your name in the light, let the world redefine. This ain't slander, this the truth in the beat. Every rhyme cut deep, bring receipts to the street. Christy McCoy, yeah, the mask been torn, and the world gon' remember what your name been.